Hi you guys, this is Nicole from, oh my gosh. Okay. Hi you guys, this is Nicole from My Carolina Garden. I garden in Zone 8A in North Carolina. I am right at the bottom of the state on the coast. Typically, I am the girl who is showing you all of my full sun perennial gardens. I absolutely lack shade where I am right now. And though I'm trying to grow trees, you know, trees take a while, so I have a new plan. I want to show you the shade garden that I am finally going to have so I can have some plants like you all, beyond hostas, but things that I can have that are beautiful in the shade. Let me show you what I have going on. Take a look from my greenhouse over here to my fence line right beside my house. This is where my shade garden is going. So it's going to be on this far end of my yard, tucked over this side toward the front. Well, let me be exactly correct and say partial shade garden. I will have some morning sun here. It's still early in the day right now, and so the sun's over here. But as the sun goes this direction, between both my house being there as well as this fence line being here, this is all going to be afternoon shade. The great thing about that is there are some things that I have wanted very badly. One of them, I can't wait to show you because it's so beautiful, and I already have it in my possession, so let me go get it. A shrub that I have always admired is this winter blooming camellia. This is called the Yuletide camellia. So it does bloom around Christmas time, and we're in February now, so we still have blooms and many flower buds on it. Not only do I have these dark pink flowers, but I have iridescent foliage on this camellia. This shrub is evergreen in my area. So to have a flowering evergreen shrub that looks as beautiful as this was ideal, but it required shade. So we just recently finished building this fence and gate right here in this portion of our yard, and we did that because we were trying to create a storage area on the other side of it. I also finished staining this whole fence and everything, so I got super duper excited because at the moment that I finished with the building and the staining, the camellias at a local nursery went on sale. I couldn't believe my luck, so I decided it was time to go and purchase this baby. Again, I will have morning light here and I will have afternoon shade. So I think that'll be the perfect combination for this flowering shrub to thrive. While I was at the nursery, I did pick up something else to begin my shade garden. It is another evergreen, and it is something that I was not really able to have thrive here before. Let me show you. Right here, cherry truffles heuchera. A lot of you maybe have had success growing heuchera in your gardens because your conditions were much better than mine. With the brutal summers, as I said, and just no relief from the sun at all, the heuchera that I have tried to grow, it just didn't happen. So I found these two while I was at the nursery getting my on sale camellia, and I decided it was worth it to spend the money to get these guys, which also have year-round color for my yard. So this is how I'm starting my shade garden. I'm going to be planting these in the ground over there. Something else that I'm very, very lucky for is I have a couple of really pretty hostas, and I think they might be the Hudson Bay variety. I am able to divide up my hostas, of course, and I have attempted to move them to different parts of my yard where, you know, I have a little bit of shade, enough for them to have some relief. And I am now ready to take some hostas from other areas and move them into my shade garden. My idea about gardening this whole year is, yeah, I want to expand my yard, but I want to do it on a budget. So anytime that I can find plants either from different spots in my yard or I can garden share with a friend, I am going to do that. So I have my two cherry truffles and I have my camellia. Those are the plants that I've purchased. Then I will have probably 4 hostas I can move to this area. 2 are the Hudson Bay, I believe, variety, which are variegated with yellow and green. And then I have 2 others that are variegated with like a cream color and green. They're very standard. I don't know what variety they are. They were given to me by my mom originally. So I will be able to move at least 4 hostas over into this area. I am a huge rock person. I love boulders and any huge rocks I can get. I have a video all about how I collect rocks from other people's yards with their permission when we travel up to New York and Pennsylvania. People that have plentiful rocks on their properties and they're willing to share with me. So I do have at least 1 large boulder I also want to put into this space, but let me show you something that I have tucked away in a sort of shady area that really nobody can see right now. And I have something in there that I also want to bring over here. Now, directly across the yard from where we just were, I have another little area where I have lots of plantings. Normally, you would not see this plant very easily, but since it's winter and my crepe myrtle has no leaves on it, right now it's visible. As I step gingerly around my daylilies that are coming up, and I have muscari right here that's already blooming for me, I have a hydrangea. This hydrangea actually I propagated from a mother plant that's right over in that direction. And when I got the plant, I had to come up with another place that got some decent shade for it. So I had kind of tucked it to the back of this flower bed. No one was really appreciating it back here because it wasn't that visible, but I just needed it protected until I had a better spot for it. The plant is actually pretty large, so I'm excited because I can put something that's decently grown that I don't have to pay for. So where I am in North Carolina, the ground never freezes. So it will be safe for me to go ahead and plant up my heuchera and my camellia in their spots without worry that something will go awry. So I finished clearing out all the grass that was here, and now I have a defined line for at least how I want my flower bed to be to start with. I moved my boulder in place and I've approximately placed where I want those 3 items to go. I'm thinking if I do that, I leave quite a large space over here for the hydrangea. Maybe I just do 2 hostas on each side of the rock. It seems like I already have a lot to fill up that space, and I really wasn't expecting that. I guess the space was bigger in my mind. Anyway, I have more room. I could pull my flower bed out this direction more, or I can even spin around toward the gate and fence area more, but this is where I'm beginning. My hostas are not even like showing their little shoots out of the ground yet, so it's going to take a little bit of time before I could get those up and into their new spot. And same deal with the hydrangea. I really want to wait until it's appropriate time to be able to plant it and not kill it. So I look forward to sharing with you how this garden expands and changes as I put additional things over there and have it look very beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Spring is coming. Happy planting.